Sound check 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. Sound check 1 2 1 2. Like my internet's a little janky. Internet might be a little janky, family. As we get things started, right? All right. 1 2 1 2. Damn, I gotta do something for a second. Isn't it all janky back there? Hope my camera stays looking. Back in the building. And everything gets started. It's been a minute. All right, 1 2 1 2. Let this thing play out for a second. Look at this bad boy jumping. Let me know if you guys can hear me on YouTube. Let me know if you guys can hear me on Rumble. Let me know if you guys can hear me on Facebook. Let me know if you guys can hear me on Twitter. Let me know if you guys can hear me on TikTok. Let me know if you guys can hear me also on the radio station. Wherever you're listening to me from, let me know where you're at. As we get ready to start this thing, right? Hey, about YouTube, let me know you're there. Let me know if you guys hear me clearly on YouTube. Let me know if you guys hear me all right on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on this TikTok thing. Cut my damn hair. You know, it's been a minute. I'm back. Also doing these TikTok streets. So, got to keep it consistently going, right? Got to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? You want to get invited? Okay, you get invited. I invite you. Anybody know how to invite people on this TikTok thing? I pushed invited. Invite. I pushed it. A lot together. I pushed it. How you do it? Hope that's how you do it. I don't know. I pushed invite. I know I'm new to the TikTok thing. I tried to see my internet back there acting all slow and crazy. I don't know what the hell. Give me a second, fella. Man, my whole background went off. I'll try it back a little bit. Woo! Oh, damn background went down. Shit. My internet is janky tonight, fam. But I'm still coming on this joint. Talk about what we got to talk about. What's going on, Daniel? I see you over there on the other channel. What's going on, Dan? You might be.
Strange new addictions, baby. I'm on the road. Change my days, change my flows, change my approach. Up with these roads and it rains it all. You make me feel so far away. That's what it is. I'm just
1 2 1 2 sound check. Shorty's up in Vegas. Woo! My damn whole background went down.
Strange new addiction, I'm on the road. Change my days, change my flows, change my approach. Up with these roads and rains.
About to get started in a minute. Just some bumper music.
You make me feel so far away.
For everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and on Rumble, and on TikTok. Twitter. So that's what we're doing. All right, y'all? Hold on. Get it back. Get it back. All All right, y'all. Give me a second. I'm going to switch this thing over to this. Damn. Woo! Give me a second, family. About to get this thing started. Everybody see me over there? All right, I'm live on that joint right there too. All right. About to get this party started. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta see something real quick. Damn, my internet is. Can't get my background back up on that joint, y'all. All right, y'all. Woo! How are you with me? All right, family, y'all see me. Booyah! Back in the building. Let's get this party started. I know y'all missed me. Let's go ahead. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Want to say welcome back to everybody to the Black Hot Fire Network show. I'm your host, Mr. Black Hot Fire, always on that ass. And we're broadcasting live from the homeland of the United States of America, all the way over to the mother continent of Africa, because we're truly one of the only international radio shows, and that's what's up. I want to give a shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, everybody on Twitter/X, whatever they call it, everybody on Rumble, everybody on TikTok, and everybody on the flagship station, Black Hot Fire Network.com, and all podcasting platforms globally. So strap on your headgear and welcome to the ride. Here we go. Ring the alarm. Woo! Come on. Here we go. Black Hot Fire. Come on. Shots will be fired. Now as we proceed to give you what you need, everybody on YouTube, smash that like button. On Facebook, push the follow. You're on Rumble, push the follow button. If you're on Twitter, push the follow. So we back in the building. Black Hot Fire. Come on. Woo! I know it's been a minute, family. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. Internet still kind of janky. Let me check all my cameras. Make sure you guys can see me. Black Hot Fire. Woo! You guys let me know if you guys can see me on my camera. Black Hot Fire. Woo! Black Hot Fire. know my camera's working, but my damn back screen is all fucked up. Shit's crazy. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Black, hot, fire. We're in the building, family. Black, hot, fire. Come on. What's going on, Lando? How you doing? I'm glad you're all right. I'm glad you're good, Lando. Black, hot, fire. All right, family, we back, but y'all know I need my ride-out music, right? Gonna be right. My ride-out joints. Get my theme music going on here. What's going on? Library. My history. Need a little bit of theme music to make me feel all right? All right, fam, let's see what they're playing. All right, we ride out. 1, 2, 1, 2, we ride out. Okay, family. There's some applause in this joint. A little bit of thunder. You know. What's going on, Robert? Y'all know I'm on discombobulate. It's been a minute. I've been inconsistent. Y'all know. So y'all don't beat me up. I'm back for good on the weekends. Let the other family do all the shows during the week. Let me turn this down just a little bit. This music vibe out a little bit. All right, family. Want to address this Palestinian and Israeli conflict, right? And what we're talking about again is another false flag. And as black people, we got no dog in this fight. We don't stand with no Palestinians, and we damn sure don't stand with the Israelis. Neither one of them. They're both racist against black people. Okay? So we got no dog in this fight. But we are going to go through it step by step so you get to understand and explain what's going on. So a couple of weeks ago, Israel launched a false flag. Since they own all the media, they don't want to tell you it's a false flag because the Hamas group, every terrorist group in this world was created by Mossad, the CIA, or MI6. Every last one of them. Every last one of them draping through Africa. Every last one of them over there. And it's funny, these terrorists never been in any of the European countries. Ain't that funny? Oh, and the terrorists are only in the places where they want to colonize and steal resources from. You didn't figure that out? That they create these terrorist groups so they can invade countries and take them over and steal their resources. You ain't figured out the dirty little scam, the secret that they've been doing. But anyway, this false flag, as you see, all mainstream media that they own and control was talking about all the atrocities, right? You start with something called atrocity porn or atrocity propaganda. So the Zionist-controlled media all over the world was saying, whether it was broadcast media or print media, how Hamas was taking babies and chopping off their heads, and everybody around the world ran with that lie. Because understand that's called. Hold on, give me a second, guys. That's called atrocity porn, atrocity propaganda. That's what they did in Iraq 30 years ago with the fake baby claim. It always starts with the atrocity shit, so they can build a narrative to make someone more evil than the other people who are going to really start committing the crimes. So they started doing the atrocity propaganda like they did 30 years ago with the Kuwaiti babies being taken out of incubators and thrown in the incubators and all kind of thrown on the floor, all kind of lies that the mainstream media propagated out there to the world, knowing that they were lies to begin with, but it was to make you have an emotional response for them going to war against an innocent country that did nothing to nobody. So it's copy. They've done this for over 100 years. It's copy and paste. But the fact that most people now catching up with this atrocity porn is what they're trying to stop. We're going to go into depth about this whole thing. About black people, we hold no solidarity to neither one of these people. Because understand, those lands were first African lands. That those Turks who now classify themselves as Palestinians, they're Turk or other mixed Turks breed with Africans. You know, the land of Palestine was not there. They invaded around 600 to 700 AD and stole those lands from the African first. There's no such place as the Middle East. That's some white Caucasian made up construct. It sits on the African plate and it's always been known as Northeast Africa. That's what it is. I don't call it no Middle East because they're trying to justify them invading, call and reclassifying a whole continent. That continent those lands sits on the African plate. So that's Northeast Africa. No such place as any Middle East. Middle from what? Middle from South? Middle from West? Middle from North? Okay? So understanding this conflict that they never want to teach you started from the Balfour Declaration back in 1917 with Lord Rothschild. These individuals, these same Zionists that own all the goddamn banks on the planet, right? Same people that own the whole banking system on the planet. This family that gets to print money from absolute nothing. You know, how amazing. They get to print money from nothing, not governments, they do it. So they were the ones eventually, you know, with the atrocity porn, with Hitler killing all them in World War II, which is not completely true. There's more nuances to that. How they created Hitler. Understand, they create same people, put Hitler in power. They created him. They talk about National Socialism. It was National Socialism, Zionism. That's the whole thing Nazis are. National Socialism mixed with Zionists. So how can they be killing the same people that supposedly that backed and fund them? So these are dirty secrets. They want to call you an anti-Semite for just speaking the truth. These are facts. So as Hitler was remigrating these people down to what they call Palestine, these individuals that classify themselves as Jewish and that are not. They're Ashkenazim Khazarians who converted to a religion. And that's their choice. I got no problem with you converting to a religion, but you have no title to that land down there. It's not originally yours. You converted to a religion, and that's your choice. I don't care what religion you convert to, but you're not the people of this Bible that you've been lying about. Since they got the media, all the fake movies they make, insert themselves as these people from the Bible when they are not. That's just historically inaccurate. Okay? So, during World War II, they had Hitler migrate these Ashkenazim Jews down to what they call Palestine with German weapons. See, they never tell that part of history. So they systematically get to killing really their cousins because they're really both Turks. They're Turk and Mongolian mixed breeds. So they start killing the Palestinians who had been there for at least over 1,000 years, you know, since they stole that land from the original Africans to begin with. So they start stealing the land as well from them. They'll create this new state of Israel, apostolic. I mean, literally going to people's homes. See, another man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist. It all depends on who controls the planet, controls media. See, these other people that would be considered freedom fighters and fight for freedom are called terrorists all over the world. But when these Ashkenazi Jews were going into Palestine and killing people and stealing their land and stealing their homes, they wasn't called terrorists because they owned all the media. Because that's what it would be. So if you come in my house and evict me from my own home and then tell me I don't have the right to come back, That's called terrorism. You're not a freedom fighter because the land never belonged to you to begin with. Right? That's how heinous the crime was. So you want to make sure you get a little backdrop, understanding of what's going on. Just a little bit of backdrop so you get a true understanding of what's going on here, right? So, along with that, so throughout the years, they systematically have been taking the Palestinians off that land. Black ones, well, you got a few black ones that are still left. So they've been systematically stealing the land and putting in settlers. Anybody that's an Ashkenazim, a white Jew, could come from any parts of the world and migrate within that land that was stolen and build. I can't call them an original people. The other invaders who got there in the 6th and 7th century, they were being displaced, along with the original Africans that are still there. You know, you got a few, not a bunch, they got a few original Africans still in that area, not many. Okay? So, this last scheme was to steal the territory called Gaza. So, we know Mossad created Hamas. What they don't want to tell you in the mainstream, I think some traits have come out because they've been forced to do it. They created the Hamas group because you had the PLO, with Yasser Arafat, the Palestinian Liberation Organization, who were more, not as religiously based, more of a middle of the road. So they always want to divide and conquer and create a new tribe to undermine the individuals that are actually trying to work for peace. Because they don't want to work, because at the end goal, they don't want to work with the Palestinians. The end goal is to steal all the land and create this greater Israel. That's why they still control the Golan Heights, which is Syrian territory that they stolen. Okay? Stolen. And understand all the world organizations were created by the Zionists. That's why the UN has no problem with any of this. And these other organizations don't back the right of the people. Because the UN was created by the Zionists. Okay? You know that. The Rockefellers and Rothschilds created the UN. First, they created after World War I, something called the the League of Nations. That didn't work. That collapsed. And so after World War II, say, we got to create a world body. A world body that's doing nothing but steal, rob, and rape. There's no justification for anybody to be in it, because you should see it's unjust now. Anybody with common sense can see that the UN only benefits Zionist power and white power. The rest of the world be damned. You understand that? The rest of the world be damned. They're on the side of right, they're on the side of justice. People growing up with these illusionary lies for so many years, not understanding that it's a lie to begin with. Right? Not understanding that these are lies to begin with. That's coming. Yeah, exactly right, Lando. Train the lie, right? Exactly right. Train the lie. And that's the issue. Train the lie. Guys, forget my background. I'm in that janky. I don't know what's going on. So, since America is a Zionist-controlled country through the Federal Reserve that they created, you remember we got a Federal Reserve Bank that was created by these people in 1913. That's against our Constitution. They have completely taken over this country. They have complete control. Every top job in this country is staffed by Zionist Jews. That's just a fact. That's not even anti-Semitic. That's a fact. State Department, Zionist Jew. Justice Department, Zionist Jew. And all these other agencies. Every agency in America is staffed by a Zionist Jew. How is that possible in a country where they only like 2% of the population? Because they've taken over through their fake banking scam that you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know this. So America is a puppet of Israel, the state that was created by the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds also own and operate the Federal Reserve Bank, along with a few other people, the Rockefellers. You have J.P. Morgan and a bunch of other ones. Just go read the book called Jekyll Island. or the Beast of Jekyll Island, and it'll inform you how these individual families created a bank where they got control. They print money from absolutely nothing. That's why the world's in debt, right? So the world's in debt because every time you print, or they don't even print it now, they just make a zero on a computer. That's the issue of debt, because you got to give back interest for them printing the money. Why should I have to print them? Why should I have to go to somebody's family to get my goddamn currency? Who the fuck made them in charge of the currency on the planet? See, but you're not supposed to ever mention this or knowing this, especially on the mainstream media. Okay? You're not supposed to know none of this, that they've owned and bought up everything from the fake currency. See, these are people that hide behind the scenes, how real power moves quietly, so you don't know what's going on. That's why now we got all the censorship. Same people that own the media, they also started the social media companies, right? But you got so much censorship on Facebook, on YouTube, and all these other platforms where you're being censored for just telling the truth, because they need to control the narrative. So as this fake false flag kicked off, this fake thing that Israel said Hamas had invaded Israel from the south, from Gaza, they're flying in on these damn on these fake what do we call those things they flying on, right? When Israel has the fourth biggest army on the planet, and there's nothing but a surveillance state, because these people want to surveil the whole world now. They try to lock down everybody. China is their test bed, but they create all that shit in Israel. So that wall that they created to have Gaza locked into like an open air prison, that thing is monitored 24/7. It's monitored 24/7. They know when anything moves along that border. So the idea that there was a sneak attack is nonsense, with the satellites that they have up there and all the sensors along the walls. So that's how you know when you're giving a false flag like 9/11. That's how you know you're dealing with a false flag like a 9/11. But never go to 9/11. We know Mossad and the CIA blew up them buildings. See, that's the fake terror. Not no Arabs from Saudi Arabia or some Arabs in Afghanistan in a cave. That's straight up crazy ass lie that they tell. So they can invade a country, steal the resources, and then say we didn't know no better 20 years later. Because they're the ones who create these crises. They're the ones behind the crisis, they create them. Every group, every damn terrorist group in Africa is created by the West. Every last one of them. Because they don't got the funding. Who's got the funding to make sure these guys have weapons and food? They don't have any jobs. They don't own shit. So all these terrorists funding themselves to keep the terrorism going all throughout Africa. How's it possible? Because they're not the ones funding it. They're not the ones that created it. ISIS, Al-Qaeda, or whatever kind of goofy name they put up in it, Boko Haram, Al-Shabaab, every last one of them is created by MI6, Mossad, CIA. Every last one of them. That's just the fact. And they say, oh, we fight these terrorists when they create the terrorists. So we know that Israel created Hamas. Okay, let me round myself back around. We know that they created Hamas. We know that's a fact. Let me do something real quick. Let me get out of this. Some of these videos when I get a chance. I'm going to share some of these videos here when I get a chance. Make sure I'm on the right profile. Okay, I'm on the right one. All right. It's right. So they launched a false flag. Yeah, we doing good, Rochelle. Hey, Jibba Jabba. Hey, Danny. Lando, see you guys over there. I don't know who's on this TikTok thing. I forgot to tell people, hey, everybody smash that damn, smash the screen on your TikTok. I forget, I'm way away from these TikTok thing. Anybody smash your screen on TikTok? Everybody got their own different thing. Hit your like button on YouTube. Everybody hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. Everybody hit the smash the damn screen on TikTok. You on Facebook, follow, hit the like. I forgot what you do on Twitter, like or follow, whatever it's called. A Rumble, like this, like a Rumble. Same thing. Anybody's on Rumble, make sure you like and follow the channel. All right. So here we go explaining. So you got Hamas that attacked Israel. This is only a false flag, so Israel could go in and say that they were attacked by Hamas. Now they can go and level the place and kick off every Palestinian in there because that's a land grab. They were still in the land. And so it has been Israel that's committed the war crimes. But have you heard the UN, the United States, say anything about Israel creating these war crimes? We know that there was a hospital that was bombed a few days ago. Hamas doesn't have the ordinance to blow up a hospital, their own hospital, and level it. But Israel does. So it's not no damn accident that we don't know Israel bombed that hospital and killed those people up in there. They've been bombing innocent women and children. War crimes. But has any of the mainstream media in the West said anything about it? Of course not. They're not going to. But they started off with that, told you with that propaganda about babies' heads being cut off and all other kind of idiotic nonsense. Atrocity porn, I call it. Right? They start out with atrocity porn. There's no problem with that. Atrocity porn. They know it was a lie. That's how they start every main war family, with lies. Atrocity lies. The baby's head's getting chopped off. What is going on? Then you'll see it on TV and react. Oh my God. They're chopping up babies' heads over there. We must do something. So you're now being propagandized to feel emotions that are not correct. We must do something to babies. It's always the baby's lie, right? And Israel is the one blowing up babies, killing children, doing war crime, using white phosphorus, family. You know what white phosphorus is? Usually white phosphorus on a bomb, it burns through the skin, straight down to the bone, which is a war crime. Which is a war crime. But since Israel was created by the people that run this planet, nothing's going to be done. It's not going to be brought to the UN. But nothing's going to happen. But let me give you the dirty little secret, though. The funny things I told people 2 weeks ago when this started. See, these morons, these Ashkenazi, they've hollowed out the United States military because their new puppet country is China. That's the new puppets that they were building into a power. See, once they take a country over like America, they drain all the wealth out of it and bankrupt it and destroy it. But see, they got to make sure it can't come back and get them when they go to the new country that they created, China, the new puppet state that they created. Understand, China's not a miracle. But you've been told all kind of nonsense as a child. China was purposely built by them. You think America just decided to take its industry to China and give them all its trade secrets? Build them into a manufacturing giant when they were one of the poorest countries on the planet? You think America decided to do its enemy? Hey, I'm going to take these communists and just give them all my shit. Build them up into a power. No one would do that. Oh, the people that run the banks would, because that was going to be their new empire. That's why they told you during COVID and everything else. When they told you through COVID and everything else, China was what they wanted to do. You understand this? So anyway, so they hollowed out the United States military. It's all hollowed out. It's destroyed. They destroyed it. Right? Nobody wants to go in the American military with all the damn nonsense they doing in there. And I'm not going to go to that because you get kicked out of YouTube. You know the nonsense that's going on in the U.S. military. So they hollowed it out. That's why you got Biden after he's going to do a draft. It don't make no difference. To stand up a standing military, I was in the Marine Corps Army, take you 10, 15 years. They don't have the numbers. So if Israel decides to go into Gaza. America don't have the manpower to stop them. So they don't tell them that on their goopy news. Don't you know that? Because you got trained fighters in the north with Hezbollah in Iran. So the numbers are too vast. If Israel goes into Gaza, that's the end of Israel. I'm telling you that now. That's the end of it. Because those fighters coming from Hezbollah, Iran, and Syria will go straight through the north part of Israel and take it over. They don't got the numbers. And I told people, Israel fought a real war, hand-to-hand combat, street level. I'm not talking about no police actions when they go smack people in the head up in Gaza or the West Bank. I'm talking about an actual bona fide war. And it'd be urban war because it'd be on Israel's land, on their ground. Hand-to-hand combat. America can't help you. We're hollowed out. So now you also got Russia sending the Chechens in as well. So if they want to go until like they're going to clean out Gaza, this will be the end of Israel. They'll take it over. They'll wipe it out. It'll be a bloodbath. See, that's what the mainstream media's not going to teach you. Don't get mad because I'm teaching you this. Israel will cease to exist. So they're going to have to do a ceasefire. So don't get caught in all that. We're going to bomb Gaza into the next century. We're going to destroy it. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because they don't want that real war. Israel don't have the numbers. America's hollowed out. So they can't defend the country. And it will be taken over. So there's going to be a peace agreement so they can save face. They're going to decide, humanitarian reasons, we're not going to go into Gaza. I know you're not going to go. So they thought they could steal the land and it'd be all right. So their atrocity porn didn't work on all the media that they own. Their atrocity porn backfired. Like I told you, I have no dog in this fight because I'm not a white Palestinian lover either. Because there's no benefit or no friends to black people whatsoever. You ain't never, ever heard any of these Palestinians stand up and talk about the open slave markets up in Libya, Mauritania, and the shit happened in Saudi Arabia. None of them have stood on the side of black people. So I have no solidarity with these people. But I can tell you what's right and wrong. I am just because I'm African. I'm just as a human being because I'm black. I am just. To say what Israel did is completely wrong. This is a false flag so they can blow up. Israel's the one doing war crimes. Ain't that funny? War crime. Where's the UN at? Where's the fake fucking UN at? It was never established to do anything but project Ashkenazi power around the world. They know Israel, Israel's created by these people. Create the UN. But the UN's not saying anything about them using white phosphorus and blowing up innocent children. You know that? This fake-ass United Nations. It never existed to unite any world. It existed for world power, world domination. Okay? That's why it exists. It doesn't exist to have any kind of justice on this planet. Don't be so naive. So the whole goal of this is to destroy Christian. Yeah. Exactly right, Dan. That's what it is. And we go exactly what it is. Then and we go back to Albert Pike. And we go back to that doctrine Albert Pike did in the 1870s. And understand how Zionism was created, what Zionism is, and who runs the world. See, when you say this truth, oh, you're anti-Semitic, let's make sure we make one thing clear. The Africans are the Semitics, black people. So when they put this name on you, that was to have you shut up, try to disclaim you or call you a conspiracy nut. Remember, they created the CIA, the same people. And CIA came up with that conspiracy theory nonsense right after they blew Kennedy's head off. Now they did that too. They told you it was one lone gunman called Lee Harvey Oswald, but you knew it was a lie then. But remember, all the mainstream media, after all their investigations, still claim It was Lee Harvey Oswald that killed Kennedy. Because they control all the media. So at least one media. If you had a fair, open, real media, did real investigation, one of them would have said, "Nah, Lee Harvey Oswald didn't kill no Kennedy. It's a lie." But all media parroted the same talking points, the same lie. You understand that? All of them said Lee Harvey Oswald was the one that murdered Kennedy. No, it was a lie. No, it was a goddamn Mossad, CIA operation. Isn't that funny? But no one has changed that. And then it came up when people said, "Nah, that don't make any sense. You said Oswald, that just doesn't. This is not logical." So to combat that, they came up with the term conspiracy theories. Anybody questioning Kennedy's death, the lie that they told, they were called a conspiracy theorist. See, they created that word, right? To try to push you to the side, to try to marginalize you. That's supposed to marginalize your being able to debate in proper space. Remember, because they control the perimeters of any debate, whether something's out of line or not. They control the parameters of the debate. So if you're talking about this that's outside the parameters of the debate, you're now a conspiracy nut. You're a conspiracy theorist. You're outside their parameters of the debate. They only want the debate to go within these parameters, so you'll never get to the truth. And if you get to the truth, you're outside the parameters, you're now a conspiracy nut. You're a conspiracy theorist, like 9/11. Try to tell you some fake terrorists trained in Florida that came from the caves of Afghanistan. They're Al-Qaeda group created by the CIA. Another fact. Created this terrorist attack on America with box cutters. You know how moronic you gotta be to believe any of that nonsense? Oh, I didn't change it. I'm my fault. Let me change it over, guys. I forgot to change the camera there. My fault. I forgot I had the camera on my back. Sorry about that, Dean. I forgot I had the camera on my back. How about now? You good? How about now? You good now? Yeah, I forgot I had the whole camera on my back. I forgot I was changing the cameras, right? Going back and forth. I forgot I left it there at a certain angle. My apologies. My damn thing is down too. Shit. My damn thing is down. Shit. So I can put it back up there. My damn backdrop up there went down. But so as you see, this is a false flag, and every mainstream media has parroted all these fake talking points about babies being murdered when the atrocities are coming from the Israeli side, and nothing's done. And so now you got geriatric written ass by talking about we gotta go help the Israelis with their atrocities. So you've had people now resign in the government because they know what this is. You're supposed to shut up and go along with these atrocities and kill these innocent people. So Biden's talking about he's got to bring up people for the draft to go fight a war that they're ill prepared to fight. I told you, have any standing army, and to train an army well, you need 10 to 15 years. So these out of shape Americans won't be able to do a goddamn thing. Their minds ain't even right. Their minds ain't even ready for real warfare. Right? So that's a joke. It's an absolute joke. They hollowed out the military. because they're moving everything to their new created country called China. Okay? They hauled out the military. That's what they did. So, either Israel signs some kind of peace agreement or will be invaded and taken over. Israel doesn't have the numbers. It doesn't have the capability. And the funny thing about it, they always try, because you remember anybody, the UN in America let Israel make nuclear bombs. They never said about anybody. Every time somebody else try to get to make a nuclear bomb, it's wrong. But the state owned by the Zionists, owned by the people that actually run this world and own all the banks, they were allowed to steal technology from America and build these bombs. And no one ever did any goddamn thing. See how the real world actually works, not the lies they tell you. It's about white supremacy and really Zionist supremacy. Israel was never given any sanctions for making these goddamn bombs. They were allowed to make the nuclear bomb. Allowed to. Because the bankers that control these banks are Jewish or Zionists who created that state. See how the real world works, not the lies you've been told? But the bad thing for Israel, Pakistan has nuclear weapons, and they said they'll give them to Iran if Israel decides to use them. So this is a lose-lose system, lose-lose thing for Israel. They don't have the manpower to stop an invasion. See, this the dirty secret. This the real truth. They don't have the manpower to stop an invasion. They got 200, 300,000 strong who have never fought hand-to-hand combat, urban combat. They've been doing police missions, like I told people. Police missions is different than hand-to-hand combat. You going into Gaza and beating up old ladies and little kids, smashing people upside their head and all that shit you've been doing. These police actions you've been doing that are completely illegal, that the UN never says nothing about, and Israel never gets sanctioned. Ain't that funny? They do all these heinous crimes, these Palestinians. I told you, I ain't got no dog in that fight because the Palestinians are racist towards black people too. I'm just giving you what actually happens. So they get to go kill people, blow them up, have an apartheid state. You know what? And they always sanction the African countries for not letting the white people steal their goddamn land. The Americans, along with all the Zionists, they sanction Africa, but they never sanction Israel for killing and murdering innocent people. They never do it. You never see them say we're going to sanction Israel for the crimes that they've committed against these people. The crimes against humanity. Where's the UN to condemn Israel? Oh, you know what? They're not. They didn't. Where's the European Union? Oh, no, they didn't. They said they got the right to go blow up these innocent people, which is a war crime. See, I said these are real war crimes. I want you to understand the real world you live in and not the fake narrative, the fake propaganda you've been given over and over again, the lies you've been told. Has the UN sanctioned Israel? Oh, no, they haven't. Because the same people that created Israel created the UN. The same people that run the EU, the European Union, same people who created the EU, stood it up, and own it. Actually own it, right? People that own these banks, the IMF, the World Bank, the Bank of International Settlements, ain't none of them owned by any government. They're owned by people, by families. And since you started to learn that, what they did, they started making hedge fund companies. Because you start knowing that they own all these same Zionists own all the banks. You start knowing that. So they create these hedge fund companies called BlackRock, Vanguard. And then you found out they owned all those too. And everybody's sitting at the top of these organizations are all, say it with me, Zionist Jews, every last one of them. Say it with me. Larry Fink, Zionist Jew, CEO of BlackRock. But we know behind the scene who actually owns it, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. They own BlackRock and Vanguard. And they own at least 90% of the companies on the planet. So you think a company's independent like a Coke or Pepsi? No, they own both of them. You think this competition between Ford and Chevy and Mercedes and all that shit? They own all of it. Controlling interest in these companies, they own. Go look it up. Who owns the controlling interest in the majority of companies on the planet? It's them. See, that's the way they would try to hide, so you would know that these people owned all the fucking planet from the fake money that they've been printing from nothing. These families, not the government. The government is subjugated by these people. Okay? This financial power is over any government. So don't look at the United States as some independent government has power. These people are installed puppets. Okay? They do the bidding of their financial masters. Okay? They do the bidding of the financial masters. See, that's why they put a bullet in Kennedy's head, because he wanted to get rid of the Federal Reserve, which is unconstitutional. That prints our money up from nothing. No one gave the fucking family the right to print our money. They put their puppets in and passed these fake laws that are unconstitutional to own our money supply. And then he told you he wanted to get rid of the CIA. That's why he was murdered. Not no Lee Harvey Oswald, who was trying to make some fake backstory. He was in Russia and walked around Russia and got distraught with a man. All these old fake, stupid stories, because you've not been taught how to think. You've been taught what to think from all that fucked up education we've got in America. 12 years of indoctrination. Teach you what to think, but not how to think. You never wanted critical thinkers. You've been taught what to think, not how to think. And that's become the problem. That's become the problem. You've been taught what to think and not how to think. All kind of crazy fake backstories they give you, which are absolute lies. Absolute lies. So as you see, I told you, see the same people that control the banks, the Zionists. And that's what they call themselves. So don't say it's racist for me, YouTube, Facebook, all the shit I'm on. You created that term Zionism. So I'm using the correct phrase that I do about being anti-Semitic. Because you're not even Semitic. You're Khazarians who converted to a religion. And that was your choice. I got no problem with that. You convert to religion, hey, do your thing. But don't say you're the people of the Bible. That's another fake, made-up ass, propagandist ass lie. Those lands you see up there in the Northeast Africa were African people there. Not these Turks, not these other Turk call themselves Jews, whatever the hell they want to call themselves. All these people have invaded that area, all of them. That's why there's no goddamn love for me to none of them. I'm only saying what's just and what's right now in this specific occasion. Yes, sir. And they just happen to get attacked on Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah, exactly. So this also, this is what the false flags about too. What Robert is saying over there on YouTube, which is correct. Benjamin Netanyahu is a right-wing psychopath. Okay, and it's funny. And I want you to understand that I told you, don't ever get caught up with the right-wing white person and the left wing. Both of them are out of their fucking minds. As black people, you're supposed to be independent and learn how to think. Because that's why you see all these right wing who are against the Ukraine war. Same people control Ukraine. And now, we got to go fight in Israel. Israel's being attacked. The majority of these right wing wackos and all these fake entertainers, these black entertainers and these no good athletes. You know, the funny thing about this, make this make sense. See, Kanye kind of took the rose off the bloom off the rose when he exposed the truth with with no good bootlicking ass. When he told you the Jews run everything, that's just the fact, truth. And as you see when he said that everything was taken away from him, right? That clearly showed that that's the truth. You're not supposed to know this, right? You're not supposed to know this, right? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going with this thing? Hold on. Give me a second. Lost my train of thought. I keep tapping the screen. Lost my train of thought. Somebody. So, oh man, lost my damn train of thought, family. Give me a second. You guys get that camera too far. I can't read everybody's comment. You guys give me a second. Let me see if I can read these comments right here on this part of TikTok. When I invite you guys, you can be invited. There you go. I guess that's how you do it, right? There you go. I'm trying to invite you. Ain't that how you do it? I don't know. I worked this TikTok thing yet. I'm trying to invite you. Okay, get back over there, y'all. This thing out the way. So, let me see here. Give me a second, trying to figure some out. All right. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. How you work? Hold on, let me see. Oh well, try to connect it, no big deal. So, anyway, let's comment. Yeah. The black out down, Mr. Room Warden. Is that what you're saying, Jason? Yeah. But Brian, I didn't see you over there, Brian. What's going on? I wasn't even looking on this side, y'all. Sorry about that. He says Israeli also assisted the apartheid state of South. Exactly. What Byron is saying over here, which is true. Remember, Israel supported the apartheid state of South Africa because some of the biggest Zionists in the world are the Oppenheimers and the De Beers that control South Africa. Okay, these are another Ashkenazi Zionist Jews, the De Beers and the Oppenheimers. And they also facilitated and kept the apartheid going on with African people. So I did a true African jumping up talking about you stand with Israel and all so stupid shit like that dumbass Amari Stoudemire is talking about. See, these morons, these low IQ idiots that are in either in, music, movies, or sports. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Just sit down and shut your mind. Just shut the fuck up. You expose your idiocy when you open your mouth. Sit down and shut your ass up. Because, okay, that's what led me back to. And the funny part about this, you guys remember about 6 years ago when the NFL was going crazy over Kaepernick, and I told you he was a plan anyway. You had black people kneeling before that mulatto was there. Okay? So, but you had African Americans who decided they were going to kneel because the flag and the national anthem was racist, right? That's a known fact. Our national anthem was racist as hell. So the African Americans will not disrespect anybody. Say, okay, we're just going to kneel. We're not going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, the anthem, the national anthem, because the second verse is actually racist to us. So out of respect for us, we're just going to kneel. And what you see, the whole country erupted. Open racism against black people. Oh, you get up, you dirty nigga. How dare you don't stand for the national anthem? How dare you wicked ass niggas? Everybody was a nigga all of a sudden. Everybody was a vicious, dirty nigga. Right? That's what they told. Everybody was a vicious, dirty nigga who wouldn't stand for the racist national anthem. That's what they called us. That's what they said about us. That we were dirty niggas. But now, on tandem, on cue, all these individuals now in the NFL are kneeling to support Israel. What? We're not dirty niggas no more? We're not no good niggas no more? We're not filthy niggas no more? Because now we're kneeling to support shit that ain't got nothing to do with us against the most racist people who destroyed our image in Hollywood, who destroyed our image in the music industry, and have oppressed us for generations. Ain't that funny? But you're not supposed to know these are the real powers on the planet. Everybody in the NFL was kneeling to support Israel, who's in the absolute wrong, killing children, war crimes, using white phosphorus on people. But every one of these moronic Negroes now get to kneel. They get to kneel now like this. I'm kneeling to support Israel. Look at me. Look at me kneeling, white dad. Look at me kneeling, master. Now, no one's being called a dirty nigga now. No one's a dirty nigga anymore. Right? No one's now a dirty nigga anymore when they're now kneeling supporting the Israelis, the state of Israel. But supporting something that benefits black people, that's for our benefit, we're all seen as niggas. How ironic is that? So I want you to see the dichotomy and how how power works. I want you to see the dichotomy and how cripplingly, openly racist they are to us. I want you to see the dichotomy in real terms. You kneel for yourself. You're not being disrespectful. You're not saying anything disrespectful or hateful to anybody. You just said, hey, this national anthem is racist against me and my people. So I'm going to decide to take a knee in defense of that, in defense of my humanity. Okay? I'm going to decide to take a knee in defense, which is real, because the second verse of the anthem is racist. That's a fact. It's undeniable. So we're going to talk about fact and fiction here, how power works. So factually, I'm kneeling because the second verse of the United States anthem is racist to my people. So I'm just going to bow out and decide to take a knee. As a sense of black pride and my dignity, my humanity, taking my humanity back. But when I do that, I'm called all kind of niggas, filthy niggas. You niggas better get up. How dare you, filthy niggas? Don't get up and sing the anthem and stand proudly about us being racist to you, filthy niggas. Remember, and I've heard it. That's when I stopped. I completely disengaged from all sports. That was it for me. It was so blatant. I knew the country was racist, but that level of racism even surprised me. I'm going to tell you the truth. That level of vitriolic racism towards black people not being disrespectful, just deciding to take back our humanity and take a knee, and how white people reacted to that, that they could not support our humanity. We were all kind of filthy niggas. Remember you had that goofy little moron who made that horrible ass pizza, that Papa John's motherfucker, talking about I'll fire every one of these niggas who don't get up and sing that racist ass anthem, taking away their humanity. I buy one. Of course, that bootlicking ass Shaquille O'Neal said, I like Papa John. I own some Papa John. You always have a coon ass nigga who's in a pocket of white power, always going to go back and give cover for said individual. That was Shaq, no good ass. You guys remember that? When that Papa John's motherfucker was caught being a racist, I think he had to finally, quit from the company that he started. Because he started going on one of his tirades and they hurt his ass. I'll fire every one of these niggas. And they called us niggas. I'll fire every one of these niggas who don't get up and sing that national anthem. Fuck their humanity, you dirty nigga. Fuck your humanity, you filthy nigga. That's what he said. Fuck our humanity, you filthy nigga. That's what he called us. That's what he said. Had no problem doing so either. Oh shit, my camera's on. Hold on. Let me turn this camera back on, y'all. I tried to invite you. Why this thing don't work? Oh, okay. It said it's sent. All right. I sent it to you. You get it? Okay. Exactly right, Dina. Never support black liberation. And so, on cue, across the NFL, had all these black players out there kneeling for Israel, who's completely in the wrong. Isn't that funny? All these black players out there kneeling. So they had all these black players out there kneeling for the state of Israel, who's committing more crimes. See, that's how much you know how real power works. And all these black players out there kneeling for something that had nothing to do with them. And then you didn't hear any backlash from anybody white, whether they was liberal or conservative, about black people kneeling for shit that had nothing to do with them. You see how that works? See how that works? They had no problem with it. None whatsoever. So I can find some of these Israeli videos to share with you guys. Why's my thing not moving? Hold on. Why's my thing not? Disconnecting. Give me a second. Let me disconnect this thing so I can connect it again. You guys gotta excuse my internet is janky as hell. But like I said, I'm back. I will be back on regular. You guys see I'm kind of rusty still, but I'm back. I will be on regular. Coming back on. Man, that's not even coming back on. All right, yeah. Hey, I lost my damn video connection. Shit. I just keep on talking. I wanted to share some videos, but my internet is so damn janky. I got so many things running. My internet is so damn janky. It's not allowing me to do what I need to do. All right. Involved, you know. I don't know if they were involved or not. Giving you guys invitations. Exactly right, Dina. I don't know if they were. But that's true too. But most of them not married. Because most NFL players are married to black women, Dina. Come on. Come on now. Let's not throw everybody under the bus. Damn. My internet is janky as hell. Hopefully I come back on 2 times tomorrow and do 2 shows tomorrow. But I'm back. Like I said, I think I did maybe 3 shows in the last 3 months. I apologize. Last 1 month, October. Damn, I've done nothing like 3 shows since July. Shit. I've been pretty negligent. So okay, but let me continue since my damn internet's not allowing me to hook my other tablet up to share these videos. Shit. Damn. Let's try again. Again. All right, it turned up. Okay, let's see if this works now. All right. Guys, give me a second. Let me see if I can share my screen. Find some of these damn Israeli videos I'm talking about, the lies they've been telling. Give me a second. Hook the sound up. Okay.
I don't care what their race is. I don't care who they claim to be. When you shoot 14-year-old boys in the head, you're a Nazi.
Oh, but Rick, we can't.
Lessons from the Nazis.
Oh, but Rick, we can't say that now. The State Department has literally just changed their definition.
Oh, yes. Yesterday. What did I do? All right. Yesterday, the State Department added the 11th commandment to that list of 10 items
Definition of anti-Semitism.
One of the new one they added yesterday said you cannot compare Israel to Nazi Germany.
See?
Okay.
Nazi like a.
See, now they're telling you, see how the state, see how they mobilize. I didn't know that. See how they mobilize? If you guys can see my screen, my video screen, how they mobilize the State Department, so now you can compare Israel with Nazis, and the Nazis are the Zionists. That's who created the Nazi Party, the Zionist family. That's what you see in Ukraine. You got the Nazis up there, and you will see a bunch of damn Zionists up there in Ukraine. That's why Zelensky is a Zionist Jew. Right? See, that's still what you know. So all of a sudden, like he said, I'm going to play this again. I'm from the beginning.
Comes from the Nazis.
Pause it. From the State Department.
Oh.
From the State, the Justice Department now saying you can't see it. Told you censorship to let you know who actually runs the planet family. These Zionist families that control the banks. They control all of America. I was out of America immediately. You're not allowed to compare them with that. You see that? And also understand, you guys know in most of the states in this country, you got to have a Israeli pledge to be loyal. How are you in the United States of America? I told you guys this 5 or 6 years ago, where you got pledges for government jobs in states, where you got to pledge loyalty to Israel. You know how legal this is? How crazy that is? You guys know about these loyalty packs. This is real what I'm telling you. In the majority of states in the country, they design, if you want a state job, you have to now pledge a loyalty agreement to the state of Israel. But Israel doesn't run this country. The Zionists don't control this country. Then why the fuck am I authorized to sign a loyalty agreement to Israel, which I don't even fucking live in and I'm not even going there. I didn't want to go to no fucking Israel. So why should I as an American have to give a loyalty agreement to get a job in America to a foreign damn state, to a foreign power? You understand this? See, this is clearly in your face. These are facts. It's clearly in your face. But let me go ahead and play this.
Lesson? This is from the Nazis.
Oh, but Rick, we can't say that now. The State Department has literally just changed their definition.
Oh, yes. Yesterday.
What did you do?
All right. Yesterday, the State Department
No, I did. I just got discouraged when they took that other channel. I reached 20,000 on that new channel. I reached 20,000 subs like in, 5 months? They took it down. And I couldn't bring myself to be consistent. I would come on with the girls on their shows every now and then on the weekend. On the weekdays. But I stopped doing my own show. I was inconsistent. I do one show, take a month out, do another show, take another month out. That's what I did. I've only done 3 shows in 4 months. So you're right. But now I'm back to being consistent. I've been inconsistent. So I had to finally get back on the wagon, get back on this horse again. Try to get right.
the 11th commandment, that list of 10 items.
Definition for anti-Semitism.
One of the new one they added yesterday said you cannot compare Israel to Nazi Germany. Okay.
Nazi-like activity.
Not Nazi-like activities. Yes, excuse me.
All right. Mike Pompeo, everybody, State Department, listen up. The Israeli Zionists act like Nazis.
What's that? Oh, he calls them what they are. Israeli Zionists. That's what they are. Exactly.
Come and get me. Okay, I'm here. Come and get me. They act like Nazis. I'm not going to be told what I can say and what I can believe. I see the video of them shooting 14-year-old Palestinian boys.
That's right.
That's a Nazi.
That's right.
I don't care what their race is. I don't care who they claim to be. When you shoot 14-year-old boys in the head, you're a Nazi. Right? They oppress the Palestinian people. They steal their land. They rob them. They treat them like animals. Ben Gurion said, we see the Palestinians as donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they view the Palestinians.
As animals.
And I will tell you, State Department, the Israeli Zionists are Nazis. That's my belief, and I have a right as an American citizen to express my views. And I can denounce tyranny any place in the world if I want to. I'm a free American, and nobody can tell me to shut up. The only way you're going to make me shut up is to kill me.
This AI tool.
Just check. Military coup d'etat in La Côte d'Ivoire. Oh yes, Ivory Coast. The president of Ivory Coast, Alassane Ouattara, has been overthrown by a military coup d'etat. The military coup d'etat took place today, October 20, 2023, at about 6:30 p.m. West African time. The ousted president, Alassane Ouattara, has been the president of Ivory Coast since 2011 after he was installed by the French president Emmanuel Macron. Alassane Ouattara has amended the Ivorian constitution, violating every shenanigans and innuendo of the Ivorian constitution. The African ousted president Alassane Ouattara removed Laurent Gbagbo, and he was installed by the French president Emmanuel Macron. Today in Yamoussoukro at about 6 p.m. West African time, the Ivorian president Alassane Ouattara was overthrown by the army chief of staff. This is the Army Chief of Staff of the Ivorian Army, and his name is
if this did happen, it's a good deal. I don't know the corrupt ass Ivory Coast president or not.
President of Lakota.
Remember, Ivory Coast president a couple of weeks ago was involved in trying to overthrow with the French. Even took to a raid up there in Burkina Faso. So if this is true, I have to look this up. I can't confirm or deny it. If they've overthrown this no good bastard, that's good. All these coups in Africa are absolutely good. Overthrow every one of these westernized Zionist puppets. Understand, IMF, all these World Bank that enslave African people are controlled by the same Zionists. They got no problem seeing African people live hand to mouth and all fucked up as they steal your identity and call themselves the people of the Bible, which is an absolute lie. Which is an absolute 100% lie.
Guys, what are your thoughts? Why do you think there are military coup d'etat in every French-speaking nation in West Africa? Drop a comment respectfully.
This AI tool.
No, don't mention my.
Lord, I can guarantee you'll enjoy the ride, especially if you like your soul ice cold, because none other than the Iceman himself is going to be looking you right dead in you.
Hold on, Don Camille was messing with a porn star? What Russian porn star was Don Camille messing with? This ain't what I'm talking about, but I'm interested. Soul Train Don Camille in life and career. Damn. I gotta hear this, man. This ain't got to do what we're talking about. But I need to know what happened to Don Camille and this Russian porn star.
In the world of music and entertainment, few names shine as brightly as that of Don Cornelius. As the visionary behind the iconic music and dance television show Soul Train, he revolutionized the industry and brought the joy of rhythm and soul to millions. But behind the dazzling lights and electrifying performances, there lies a tale of controversy, secrets, and tragedy.
We wanted to take a moment to note the passing of Don Cornelius, the creator of Soul Train. He died today in Los Angeles at 75, an apparent suicide.
In this video, we will delve deep into the life and career of Don.
I know Don killed himself. I stopped following Soul Train years ago. Don Cornelius killed himself. He committed suicide. I didn't know that. Did you guys knew Don Cornelius? You guys probably knew Don Cornelius tried to kill himself, right? I didn't know.
Cornelius, the man who made Soul Train a household name. But we won't just scratch the surface. We'll explore the tumultuous aspects of his personal life that often stayed hidden from the spotlight. Questions loom large. What really happened behind the scenes? What led to his tragic end? Was it all as it seemed? Join us on this journey as we uncover the intriguing story of Don Cornelius, from his controversial relationships to his mysterious death. Buckle up because the truth is stranger than fiction. Let's get it on. As the smooth-talking host of Soul Train, Don Cornelius exuded charisma and charm on screen. But off-screen, his life was marred by controversy. Don was a prominent figure in the world of American.
I didn't ever know.
The creator and host of the iconic television show.
I didn't know he tried to kill himself.
While he
did kill himself.
And recognition during his career, his life was marked by both triumphs and tragedies, ultimately culminating in a heartbreaking end. Donald Cortez Cornelius was born on September 27, 1936, in Chicago, Illinois. He grew up in the city's Bronzeville neighborhood, which was known for its vibrant African-American culture. He was the son of a postal worker and a homemaker, and he attended Deuceable High School, where he was exposed to various forms of music, including jazz, blues, and gospel. After graduating from high school, Don joined the United States Marine Corps and served for several years. Upon leaving the military, he worked a series of odd jobs, including selling insurance and cars. However, it was his passion for broadcasting and his desire to make a mark in the entertainment industry that would eventually define his career. In the early 1960s, Don began working at W. Vaughn, a Chicago radio station that primarily catered to the African-American community. His experience as a radio announcer allowed him to hone his communication skills and develop a deep understanding of the music industry. It was during this time that he recognized a significant gap in the market for a television show dedicated to African-American music and culture. Then, in 1970, he decided to turn his vision into reality and created Soul Train. This groundbreaking television program became the first nationally syndicated dance show that exclusively featured African-American artists and dancers. The show quickly gained popularity and became a cultural phenomenon, introducing audiences to the latest.
This is taking too damn long. Shit, don't get to the part where he killed himself. Shit.
Russia wants to attack Israel. Oh yes, this war is becoming a multipolar war. Guess what, guys? The Russian President Vladimir Putin have threatened a grand invasion of Israel if Israel cannot stop killing innocent women and children in Gaza. Earlier today, the Russian President Vladimir Putin had a press conference in Moscow calling on the Israeli president to cease fire in Gaza or ready for the unprecedented consequences.
And it's funny, the UN didn't ask Israel to cease fire. The fake-ass UN that was created by these same Zionists. That's why they didn't ask them. The UN is not a world organization that defends justice and life. It's a Zionist-backed nonsensical organization that talks about building their power. So when Niger got free of French corruption and French exploitation, they said that Niger's junta couldn't come to the UN. I would have said, fuck the UN, and the charter is done for us. We're never going back to it again. Fuck it. There's no benefit of any African nation being in the UN whatsoever. What benefit has the UN done for African people? Oh, they're supposed to be supposed to be fighting the same terrorists that they create. You understand that, family? The same terrorists that the UN create by Mossad, CIA, and MI6. That's the terrorism that they're fighting in the Sahel and Congo and all these places where resources are that they can steal. Isn't it funny, wherever you don't got no resource on the planet, you don't find these terrorists? Why are the terrorists in these non-resource rich places? Where are the terrorism at in these non-resource rich places on the planet? Why is that? Why do you see all these terrorists run around places that don't have no resources? Isn't that strange? All these terrorists is always in the resource rich areas of the world, causing trouble, destabilizing governments and people. It's odd. It's strange. It's weird.
The Russian president said in a few days he is going to be preparing a grand invasion of Israel from Syria and Lebanon if Israel cannot stop killing women and children in Gaza. Now,
so like I said, like I told you, Israel's going to have to capitulate, save face, because they can't win any grand war with anybody. See, that's the dirty little secret that this fake mainstream Zionist media won't tell you. America's hollowed out. They can't fight any real war with nobody. And if Russia invades with Iran, these other countries, Israel will cease to exist. So they're going to have to capitulate, save face, because I already told you, the other countries said they were going to give Iran and these other backers nuclear weapons. So Israel won't have the benefit of the only people that have nuclear weapons. That's not going to work. So no matter what the mainstream media calls these terrorists in Gaza that they're bombing with white phosphorus and blowing up actually real children, they're the ones actually getting murdered on the Gaza side. And like I said, I got no dog in this fight because I told you the Palestinians are racist towards black people too. I'm just telling you what's just and what's not in this situation. I am a man of justice. No. But as a black man, I have no dog in this fight. I stand with none of these goddamn no good bastards. But it be Israeli or Palestinians because both of them are racist as shit to black people. Both of them are racist to black people. Both of them. So what benefit do I get from standing with any of them? Absolutely none. And not like a bootlicking, buck dancing NFL player. I'm not kneeling for no fucking Israel. And just like I wouldn't kneel for no damn Palestinian either. You kiss my ass. kneeling for any Palestinian or any Israeli. For what? When they're both anti-black. Both of them are anti-black. Both of them are anti-black. Both of them. You understand that? My solidarity, my standing is with black people globally. With African people globally. That's my stand. That's where I belong. I don't stand with any other people that don't stand with me. Some crazy as cat shit. Morons out here dealing with people don't give a fuck about you. Same people screaming at you, calling you a no good dirty nigga because you trying to kneel for your humanity about a goddamn anthem that's racist and antithetical to your very existence. That's antithetical to your very existence. They want to call you a nigga, a no good dirty nigga, for just kneeling and taking back your humanity. You don't got that right, but you got the right to practice your humanity for other people that don't give a shit about you. You know the goddamn Israelis are up in Israel locking up African people. They're in there sterilizing African women, and you talk about you kneeling for Israel, and you out of your fucking African mind. You out of your rabbit ass mind. Talking about you kneeling with Israel. While they subjugating African people and calling them cushy and all kind of shit that the mainstream Zionist media won't show you. I don't stand with neither one of these no good bastards.
People are coming to Israel aid. I'm sorry, people are coming to Palestine aid. Guess what, guys? The North Korean president is now sending intercontinental
exactly right, Robert. All this right on white crime is a damn shame. What can we do? All these white on white crimes that starting world wars. All this white on white crime is a goddamn shame. All this white on white crime. Why? Why, sweet white Jesus? Why do we have so much white on white crime? Hey. Just help me, sweet white Jesus. Why we got so much white on white crime?
No. I repeat. This is the first time in the history of Korea for the Korean male RCBN to be leaving from Korea to go into Lebanon. What could it trigger? Just in case you don't know, Koreans have now developed the fastest intercontinental ballistic missile that cannot be even intercepted by the Israel's so-called Iron Dome air defense system. Guess what the Korean president said? The Korean president said this intercontinental ballistic missile can erase Israel off the map within 2 seconds. What could it trigger? The intercontinental ballistic missile is now on the route to Lebanon. The Russian President Vladimir Putin is a close ally to the North Korean President Kim Jong-un. Is it a slap in the face of the US of the United States? Earlier, a few days ago, the US President Joe Biden have sent an aircraft carrier in the Mediterranean Sea. Why is American aircraft carrier doing in the Mediterranean Sea? Guess what, guys? Egypt have now opened their border wide for the Palestinians, asking Palestinians to come in. They are brothers and sisters. So the Russian president now is waiting to hear from the Israeli, or else there will be a grand invasion of Israel. Now all eyes have turned to Israel, and nobody gives a fuck about Ukraine anymore. Ukraine is now erased from the map.
Yeah, now worry about Ukraine because they lost that war. You got funny. No one's talking about the Ukraine when they steal billions of dollars on these Nazis in the Ukraine. Right? And you got black people homeless running around America, can't afford apartments, can't afford any housing, have no food to eat, homeless. Have you seen the American cities that are destroyed? That's how you know all these politicians don't work for you. They work for the Zionists who run the country from their fake banking scam. You understand that? Their fake banking systems allows them to run the world. And so that's why none of these politicians do anything for America. and hollow out the country with your tax dollars and send them to all these fake ass wars to help these Zionists, this greater Israel plot that they've been doing. While your cities look like shit from LA to Atlanta to Chicago to San Francisco to Houston and all major cities, Seattle. Look like goddamn a bomb that blew up on them fucking cities with homeless people running around there aimlessly, can't even wash their own ass. But no, we can't help them. We gotta go secure Ukraine's border. Our border ain't secure. You got illegal aliens flooding in here with our tax dollars, fucking putting them in goddamn luxurious hotels. They getting paid to stay up in there. You don't know American voted for that shit. Oh, but the Zionists did. The Zionists voted. The Zionists don't need no vote. They control the country. That's their agenda. Anybody vote for any Democrat, you're out your fucking mind. Every one of these fucking bootlicking handkerchief head CBC members, every last one of these fake CBC members told you they support Ukraine. Racist ass Ukraine. Racist. They ain't get the memo. You mean these bootlicking handkerchief head Congressional Black Caucus members, they never got the memo? They don't know that it's racist? They never knew that? Oh, when my cameras died. Give me a second. On my phone in the last 2 hours. How's that possible? Oh. Give me a second. That phone died, y'all. You know, neither one of these CBC members ever said anything about it. About any money going back to their constituents. We need money. Every last one of them is screaming about fucking Ukraine. Every last one of them parroting that Ukraine shit. Because you know the mainstream Zionist media all parroted that fake ass shit. How Russia supposedly invaded an innocent country, which is a lie. Under Obama, they decided to go in and overthrow. They decided to have an unfair coup under Obama and this Newland broad in the State Department. They went and overthrew Ukraine's government. The United States overthrew that government in a coup. But the Zionist controlled media didn't say it was bad. They know they did it. They know they did that. Overthrew the country in a coup in Ukraine. And then the Zionists start bombing the innocent Russians on the eastern border of Russia and Ukraine, start killing them, start bombing them. Oh, but the mainstream media never said anything about that. If you go to something called the Minsk Accord, when Putin got the West to finally agree to at least meeting him and said, hey, stop killing Russian people on your border. Stop murdering us. And of course, they said they were going to stop it after they were doing it for all these years, right? They've been doing it for almost 10 years. And so eventually Russia had no choice but to go in last year. They called it an invasion, which it was not. They've been bombing and killing innocent people. Where was the UN at? Remember this fake ass United Nations? Where was the UN when the overthrow coup government was murdering and bombing innocent Russian people who lived in Ukraine on that Ukraine-Russian border? Where was the United Nations at? Oh, mom's the word because it don't represent people on the Zionist interest. That's why you heard immediately with the fake Hamas invasion, the U.S. said, oh, we condemn Hamas and the invasion is real. Israel must be able to defend herself. That's what you heard the fake ass UN say. None of that shit was said when they were bombing and killing the Russians in Ukraine. You didn't say a goddamn thing. But like magic, instantly, they now can say, hey, Israel has the right to defend itself and go kill all the people in Gaza. That's what the UN said. This fake, fraudulent, Zionist-backed, Zionist-created, Zionist-controlled Organization said. That's what they said. See? Not about any justice. It's about their power. And then creating their fake narratives, their lies to the rest of the world. You know, only nobody looks at mainstream media. All the lies they tell. I want to invite you guys. You guys never show up. If I have to be invited, but you don't never show up. Shit, crazy. So let me finish this.
There is no country in the world now called Ukraine. That place is called Russia. Guys, what are your thoughts? Drop a comment respectfully.
Is that bad?
Russia
Wow.
wants to...
This is really the.
What's this about? I don't know what that's about. Israel can't fight all these people. I don't know what that means.
Have you ever?
Visa-free entrance to Russia? West Africa is about to get empty. I mean, absolutely empty. Guess what, guys? Today, October 20, 2023, the most important man on earth, the Russian President Vladimir Putin, have announced a visa-free entrance to every West African passport holder. That simply means if you are from Liberia, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Benin Republic,
Exactly right, Jimmy Jam.
Sierra Leone, Guinea. You know that one foundation?
Same.
Out here in Louisiana.
Like white singing.
It's really?
Out here in Louisiana.
Grand Canyon has just been closed off and something huge has finally turns out. The canyon might have been home to ancient Egyptians and even giants, and it was proven only to be covered up. Yep, this one's about to take a turn no one was Grand Canyon has just...
Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us, Almighty God. I'm Rick Wiles. Today is Thursday, October 19, 2023. The Chinese PLA Navy has deployed warships in the Middle East. Meanwhile, the Russian Air Force intercepted 3 British Royal Air Force aircraft over the Black Sea. This is True News, your source for the most comprehensive news and analysis about World War III. Doc Burkhart is here with me. Let's start with the South China Morning Post newspaper in Hong Kong. This is today. Up to 6 Chinese warships present in Middle East over the past week.
You better reiterate that headline there, Rick. Chinese warships.
Chinese warships have been moved to the Middle East.
Yes. So now...
Not the South China Sea.
Right.
They're at the Middle East preparing for World War III to be fought at Israel, Egypt, Lebanon, Syria. This thing is going hot. And this is a story I don't think anybody in the USA knows about. It shocked me.
I know about it
2 hours ago. When
they said about it to us. Fake news.
I had the same reaction, Doc. I had to look at the headline a couple times. Like, am I reading this correctly?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this because I guess the Chinese are now trying to go against the Zionist masters. Is that what's happening? Chinese trying to go against their Zionist masters or what? I don't know yet.
China has moved warships to the Middle East. Let's take a look at what the South China Morning Post is reporting.
According to the South China Morning Post, Rick, up to 6 Chinese warships have been operating in the Middle East over the past week. That's according to reports. The 44th Naval Escort Task Force has been involved in what they say are routine operations in the area since May, and last week spent several days on a visit to Oman, including a joint exercise with the country's Navy, and that's according to the Chinese Defense Ministry website. The task force left the capital of Muscat on Saturday en route for an unspecified destination, state media reported. Now, during the visit, Chinese commanders met Omani military officials and visited military institutions, while sailors from both countries toured each other's ships. They also organized a basketball game, and that's according to the state news agency Xinhua.
Dr. Ray Dalio is a billionaire investor, has a large following, well respected. I don't agree with him on a lot of his political issues, but I do pay attention to him. And he put out a statement that China, the United States, and Russia are on the edge of a red-hot war. This is from a billionaire. And so he's warning his friends on Wall Street. This thing is coming apart really fast, a lot faster than most people realize.
So how is Ray Dalio responding to this? I mean, a billionaire wants to keep his billions.
Yeah.
So what strategy does he have?
I don't know. He didn't place it in the article. But he must be wondering, if I move my wealth after the war, will it even be there?
And where do you move it to? I mean,
where do you move it? But after you've moved it, will the money system even exist?
Nope.
This is why truth, the whole truth.
Let me just reveal some things. First of all, is that the Jews who were brought in Israel, most of them are white. Not most of them, almost all of them are white, including me. I was brought in Israel from a country which is called Bulgaria. It's a European country. And I can tell you that in every European country, there are Jews, and there is so-called organization, Jewish Agency, which is trying to take those Jews to Israel. If you track this organization, you can find out that this is not an Israeli organization. This is an American organization. Jewish Agency is an American organization which has the exclusive right to decide who is Jewish and who is not on this planet, and who will be taken to Israel and who is not. Now, if you do research, you will find out that in Africa, in Black Africa, they're looking for Jews only in Ethiopia. They bring Jews only from Ethiopia. And I can tell you by knowing a lot of people, Ethiopian Jews here in Israel, that they're treated very badly, very badly. And many of them commit suicide because they cannot take it. So they come from some place in Ethiopia, they don't have much there, but they live decent life. And when they come here and try to be humiliated and so on, some of them cannot even take it.
Yeah. To understand, when they do go there, the blacks do go there, they just take me Ethiopia. But black Jews went everywhere, from Nigeria to Ghana to Mali. And some got caught up in the slave trade and up in America. These just facts of history. Right? Because whether Hebrews are black, whether religion is a lie or not. So when these blacks went to Israel, they get treated like shit. They're called cushy, nigga. Told you, they treat the African like shit. But these white Jews are not Jews, they're Europeans. They're racist as any European are. So that doesn't do about them supposedly being the same tribes from Israel. They treat Africans who are real Jews come back to Israel. They treat them like shit. They sterilize them and do all kind of wicked racism to them. This guy's just telling the truth about the humiliation that they face. But the rest of the world, since the Zionists got control of the world, you must support this racist ass country called Israel.
Now, what I'm trying to say is that why from each white country this Jewish agency is trying to bring Jews, and when it's about Black Africa, they go into Ethiopia, and this is where they stop. The only one place. Now, because of the same thing, they're trying to do the white supremacy here. They try to
exactly
white guys here,
exactly,
and to take the supremacy over Arabs, which are local citizens, and over blacks, which are so far they're only the Ethiopian Jews. Now, what I'm trying also to say is that another question is why? Why America needs Israel? There is no oil like in other Middle Eastern countries. There's nothing they can be attracted to. But why do they do all these things? Why do they invest money, bring white people and so on? When they build their system of white supremacy, just like in America, they build in Israel. Why? And I can tell you why. Because the true Jews, according to the Bible, you can check it in the Bible, you can read Job 30 and some other places. They have never been white. They have been people of color. And they have not stopped in Ethiopia. They were in Ethiopia, Sudan, and they have settled in West Africa.
Exactly.
From West Africa, they have been taken
from Ghana, Nigeria,
brothers and sisters,
Mali,
blacks of America. It's you. You are the true Hebrews. You are the true Hebrews from the Bible. America gonna do everything, gonna invest as much money as it has, and gonna fight as much wars as they can, gonna invite as much weapons as they can just to hide this away from you. Gonna take Israel, gonna bring white people here and to tell you these are the Jews, gonna kill you, gonna kill Arabs, gonna mistreat white people like this guy, just to tell you this lie that you are nobody and we are the Jews with all the history and so on. It has been deleted, your history. You don't know who you are. Don't forget about it. This is why America has been taking your history away, never to find out that it's all about you. I'm telling you this, please. I don't ask you to come to Israel and to start a revolution. I'm just asking you to start thinking this way, to believe me a little bit, because I'm living in Israel and I'm part of this injustice. I really believe that people like me and you, we can bring the justice back. Thank you. Let me just.
Which is affected from the recent earthquake. All of houses has been destroyed. People living in their tents.
Ankara era. Burkina Faso was a nation stricken by poverty with limited water and natural resources.
All right, family. I'm gonna wrap this joint up. I've been on 2 hours. I'm gonna do 2 shows tomorrow. And am I packed for good? Yes. This time for real. So if you got a choice, please donate to Cash App, Mr. Black Eye Fire. Go to blackeyefirenetwork.com and try to donate to the channel. I'm trying to rebuild the damn channel again. Here. Give me a second. Trying to change the whole look of the damn website. You guys got an Android phone, a Google phone, you got an Android phone. Make sure you go gotta change that. The studio don't even look like that no more. My thing ain't changed yet. What happened? Oh, there I got this again. Damn, what the hell, man? My internet is janky, y'all. Shit. Yes. 1 second. What's going on my damn internet? Janky. Okay, connect up. Let's see if that works. All right, I'm back. I said I'm changing the whole look of the damn network, that old studio. That's the guy that was the part of that studio don't exist no more. I got to put everybody new that's on here. You know, Cammy and Spikes are gone. It was Cam right there. She's not even there no more. So, if you could, you always go to Black Eye Fire Network and donate whatever you can to keep us going. It's always appreciated. So I got to change the whole look of the website. I got to redo the apparel store. I got to do the other store. I'm trying to pay for every damn thing. Things are expensive. Trying to bring that supplement. I've been trying for a year to get the supplement store up and running, but, you know, shit is costly with everybody's damn salaries and shit. Everybody I'm paying right now. So it becomes a little bit difficult. You know, I do this all by myself. It's funded here in Africa, all on my dime. So whenever you feel free to donate, it's always appreciated. Out of Cash App, Mr. Black Eye Fire, what you see up there, the Cash App on there, or go to the website, blackeyefirenetwork.com, and go to the donation page. Don't be afraid to donate. It's not going to hurt you none. It'll be all right. And make sure you always keep the app on you. I'm going to try to put us up on there. Everybody's got a smart TV. So I'm going to try to get the app fused with your smart TVs, whether you go on Roku or Amazon Fire or Apple, whatever it's called. So I'm in the process of doing that as well, to bring the videos that'll be straight on those smart TVs, you know, for a wider audience. So I'm working on that as well. So we'll be updating the damn. Give it a minute. We'll be updating. It's just me. I will be updating the website. Get everybody on there that's supposed to be on there that's new and everything else. So. So with that, family, I want to say much love to everybody as we wrap this up. I will be consistent. I will be here on the weekends. Black, hot, fire. Come on. Much love, family. I forgot to give the goddamn call-in number, 850-368-9102, but the show was over. Black, hot, fire. Everybody have a good night. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. We out. Woo! They got a radio button right there. We're live on the radio right now. Black, hot, fire. Much love to everybody. Everybody take care of themselves. Be safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Back here tomorrow. Same black time, same black space. Black, hot, fire. We'll be back tomorrow. Whoa! Black, hot, fire. Much love to everybody who came through. Peace. Black, hot, fire. We out. Woo! Let that get up in you, baby. Black, hot, fire. That's what we do. We out. We out. We out. Black, hot, fire. I forgot I had my damn back on camera for that long. I apologize. Shit. I didn't even know it. That I didn't change the camera angle. Woo! Black, hot, fire. Use Roku. That's what's up, Jibber Jabber. I will be putting this on the Roku. We do our shows live on Roku. That's what's up. Black, hot, fire. Woo! Come on. Come on. Come on. Black, hot, fire. Peace and love. Black, hot, fire. We out. Shout out to everybody over there too. We out. We out. We out. Black, hot, fire. Woo! Black, hot, fire. All right, family, much love. Everybody have a good night. Take care of yourself. I'll be back here twice tomorrow. Peace and love to everybody, family. We out.